Alright everybody, welcome back. This is My Journey 4K. We are in the European Sprint Series in the Cadillac GTP. Let's get into it. I'm going to start the race in P10 today. This is a rolling start here. Strength of the field today is a 15.54. We're going too wide into turn 1. Gonna lose that position. We're starting this race with a 13.10 rating. This is an hour-long race. Barely getting it slowed up there for the chicane. Those guys are going to get a slowdown penalty, so they should be staying off to the side a little bit. We want to serve those now. Ooh, getting a little... Oh, no. We got sideways in that turn, and a BMW went flying. The wall sent us back into the track, and we hit them hard. Our car is toast right now. We're going to have to get towed back to pit lane. That is a lot of damage. Well, we started the race in P10. That's going to cost us some positions. The leaders are coming through now. Gonna take us some time to get back on track now. That looked like it was probably 100% our fault. Looks like we lost control coming out of the second Lesmo, hitting the gravel on cold tires, smashing the wall, coming back onto track. I don't think we had control at that point. We couldn't have avoided ruining someone else's race. The BMW that hit us went sky high. I mean, they flew up in the air and did a few flips. It was quite a spectacle. This is definitely not how we wanted to start this series, but we are going to go back out and give it our best. Another car really squirrely there coming into the pits. See, they're crab walking quite a bit. Several cars taking damage in lap 1 and 2. We're about to go down one more lap. Looks like we finally got towed in, and they're starting to repair our vehicle now. Hoping that we stay for the entire repairs so that we have a good car on exit. This is an hour-long race. We will need to pit again for fuel. I don't think that we're going to be in the pits for 20 to 30 minutes. Looks like the car behind us may have... I don't know, they just exited the vehicle probably. They may have quit though. If they quit, then we will get that position back. We're gonna go several laps behind with this one. Started the race in P10. We were starting to lose a few spots. Maybe we were down to P11 or 12 overall. Then we made a mistake hitting the gravel, losing control of the car, and hitting the wall rather hard. Probably gonna have several minutes of repairs still here. Watching the lead group go by again. The car in front is finally getting some repairs. Now, the person holding the stick there will put that down when required repairs are done, and if we stay in pit lane for a while, that will be us getting most, if not the rest, of the optional repairs done. Sometimes you can leave a few seconds of repair take off if you know you gotta come back in for fuel anyways. They'll finish the repairs there. Your car will mostly be fixed and be able to go most of the race pace. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna get back out there and give it our best shot. See if we can't recover a few positions. We are going to try and finish every race. Sometimes the time required for repairs is just too much, and we run out of time. And then maybe once or twice we get too frustrated with issues with hardware and whatnot, and have to quit early. You can see the lead group coming by again. Looks like we're possibly still waiting on required repairs. We will try and get all the optionals done, I believe. It does seem worth it to wait that little bit extra and be able to go at full race pace and everything so the car feels normal. We will probably end up getting fueled up and 4 fresh tires, even though our tires weren't really that bad to begin with. We did flat spot them a little bit with that crash, and I'm sure spinning and whatnot didn't help. It may look like the car behind us that got hit because we hit the wall has quit, but we all still have repair time, most likely. 2 other cars in this race required a decent amount of repairs as well, it looks like. Well, we're getting to be so many laps behind now. Certainly won't be battling for the podium here. But we're gonna try and go and recover what we can. I think we've shown in the past how well that works. Some people simply just quit and give up all those spots, and that's a lot of points to just hand out. Not something we're looking to do. We also want to gain as much experience as possible and put as much drive time as we can in. It takes even longer as the driver. It feels like an eternity sometimes. waiting for this. We've probably only been in the pits for about 7 or 8 minutes. We did have an alright start. But halfway through the lap, we messed it up big time. Possibly ruining somebody else's race. Not what we were intending. Can't imagine these repairs would take much longer. A little bit of a different view there. Not very many cars coming into pit lane. They're not really taking much damage, I suppose. Not crashing like we did. Good on them. In an hour, we most likely won't even get back in front of most of the GT3 field. Wasn't certain if this European Sprint Series was an A license race or if it was B license. The car lineups would make me believe it's A license. So this is most likely a special series at that time, and I wanted to check it out. Also, I like Monza. It's a fun track. Has its difficulties. Oh, there's a GT3 car that got towed in. Surprised it took that long to see another car needing to come in for repairs. The other cars are in there. Looks like they're waiting for their repairs to finish. Looks like another car popping up in pit lane. A BMW pulling into pit lane now. These cars do quit. There's a lot of time for us to recover those positions. The Corvette behind disappearing completely. They could have just gotten out of their vehicle, and that's what it shows up like on my screen, I believe. Looks like repairs are complete. We are back on track. Gonna lock up the tires right away just a little bit. Taking that curb somewhat hard. It's saying we're in 22nd currently. I don't know if I believe that. It's probably just where we were when we crossed the line on pit entry. Well, we didn't really enter it, they towed us in. It's a little over 15 minutes in the race. Getting a little squirrely out there. In Lesmo 1, we lose control. In Lesmo 2, going off track again. We're gonna drag some gravel on track, and nobody's coming out of that corner at the moment, so we did get a clean re-entry. So we may not have taken full repairs, or we're simply dealing with cold tires. Looks like possibly the leaders are starting to catch us currently. That is a pretty large GTP field right there. Hopefully we can get these tires up to temp soon. Back at the race pace. After crossing the line, it does say we're in 21st. We're going to be getting the blue flag here soon. I think we'll stay wide possibly. No, they're not really catching us that quickly at the moment. They're going to take a little bit before they get right on us. Like right up here in the chicane. I'm going to pull it to the inside and let them by. Should be enough of a gap to stay in there. We're in 21st. It looks like. Not moving at full race pace. I don't think we took all repairs. These are the leaders. Their tires are probably more up to temp than ours. And they probably have a little bit of pace on us, so see how this ends up. I have to go slow down and let them by. Up to 20th position, it looks like. This is probably us getting those spots from those cars that were damaged in the pits. It looks like they're still in there getting repairs done. So we're starting to gain a few of those laps back. We've gained a few laps back already, hitting the curb pretty hard out of that corner and some pretty dark marks there. Green and white Cadillac catching us is most likely on the lead lap, so we're going to try and stay out of the way. Our car must still need repairs. Hopefully the pit window opens and we stop early. Trying to let them by. They haven't taken it yet. I think they'll get it now in Parabolica. Kicking up a little bit of dirt, sitting in 20th in class currently. Probably going to take several laps just to get back up to the GT3 field. We fell down to 21st. Looks like the green and white car was for position. They are in 20th. So the car ahead is for position. The red and black wheeling Cadillac catching us now probably is not. They're probably ahead of us. It's like 6th. And let them by without much struggle. Currently 21st. The green and white Cadillac just ahead is for position. We'll see if we can't. Really struggling in this race. You have a car that still needs repairs. That's where we made our biggest mistake right there. On the first lap. I was happy we got through turn 1 without issue. We did go side by side with many cars side by side in front of us too. We're just trying to stay out of the way of these cars right now. We do not have the pace to keep up with them. Our car still needs repairs. Yeah, those 146s are not good. Trying to be as respectful as we can and let these cars by. They are battling for position on the lead lap, most of them are. We do know if we can chase down that green and white Cadillac in front. That is for position. We can get 20th back maybe. My car does need repairs. We have hurt our tires a little. And 11th passing us now. We're trying to stay out of the way of 12th. Gonna take that extra slow on the inside, let them by. BMW should have a run on us. Currently in 21st. Hopefully when pit window opens, we do take advantage of it as soon as possible to try and get the last damage repairs done. Maybe we'll even sit in here for another 30 seconds or so. Struggling to control the car a little bit here and there. But maybe we do not do those extra repairs. A good lap time should be in the 130s, something new. Depends on the season. Since they've added the weather, I feel like Monza's gotten slower because it's been hotter. Track temperatures have been hotter, which does affect how fast you can go. It looks like the green and white Cadillac we could see not far ahead. That is for position. Most of these cars are not. They probably have an issue with their cars handling as well. We've all taken some damage. giving us a ton of room to race there, but they just want to try and get back on the racing line as soon as possible. We weren't really challenging them for anything or trying to block. Our race pace is a bit slow. Let's see that green and white Cadillac just ahead through the chicane. We are several seconds behind. Not 100% when pit window opens. We're over 25 minutes into the race. It is an hour-long race. My thoughts on it is that when I'm in the pits getting those repairs, it's pretty easy to skip it in the video if you want to skip it. I wouldn't blame you if you did, but you might miss something. It's your choice. I'm just gonna leave them running mostly at normal speed. I did fast forward it once. I don't think it's really necessary. These are long form races here. Nearing the midway point of the race, I would think that the pit window would start to open for some of these other cars. That would mean us as well. We shouldn't need to take as much fuel as everyone else, but because we're several laps behind. We already had to spend a fairly large portion of our time in the pits for repairs. Our pace is definitely slow. Due to the damage, we can see a BMW skidding going off track behind. That's not a great place to go off track. Those sausage curbs are massive. They really send your car flying. You hit them too hard, you can really get it just for fun if you want to do it maybe, in practice. A little loose out of that corner, but still looking okay. We might have taken a slight off track there. Our pace is not quite there. Hopefully we can get into these pits soon and get the rest of our car repaired and get back out and go full race pace. Says we're currently in 18th. We gained a few spots somewhere there. Don't know if that's because people were pitting. That could be the case. We've gained some spots back due to pit stops. If they're starting to catch the GT3 cars, maybe we don't see them. Oh, there's GT3 cars in this race. This series. I haven't really run into a whole lot of them yet. We will need to pit once for fuel, at least. Says we're in 18th currently. We're going to come across the line and see what it really is. Our race pace really isn't there to be doing a amazing recovery race, but if other people crash out and quit, we will most likely take those positions back. There's a good amount of time left in the race still. BMW may have cut the chicane now. They might have a slowdown penalty. Maybe not. We'll see. Not really trying to challenge them, but they did get slowed up, it looks like. They should be able to just drive away from us at the moment until we get these repairs done. Over halfway through the race, I would assume we could pit soon. We might be pushing it all the way till the fuel says. These early races I was doing a lot of fuel calculations on my own. Sorta had to trust what the game was doing too. Currently in 18th. We are several laps behind. This is the leader again, I believe. We'll see when they go by, maybe. We know we don't have the race pace to keep up with these guys. The damage was too much. BMW up ahead is locking it up. We're not doing too bad with how damaged our car was. I wasn't sure they could even fully repair our car anyways, because of how hard we hit the wall and the other car just slammed into the side of us. Flew up in the air and did several flips. I think I'm going to try and make that my thumbnail for the video. The BMW like 40 feet in the air. A yellow Cadillac catching us quickly. They are in second place, it looks like. And they should be able to get by with no problems. Looks like we're currently in 18th. Pit window should be open. Don't know how many of these other cars have pitted or not. They seem to have gained a few spots due to not having to pit yet. We will probably lose some of those in the long run, depending on people's reactions. Seems like we're probably gonna stay out till it warns us about fuel. I have no idea really if these lap times are good enough here. 'Cause I don't really know what the other people are running. Qualifying time isn't always an indicator. Hopefully we do spend a little bit of extra time in the pits trying to get some of the extra repairs in. Looks like we're getting used to the car with its damage a little bit. Still not running top of the line lap times, but the car itself isn't too bad off. Still in 18th position, several laps behind the leaders. Looks like the yellow Cadillac behind is pitting. Pit window should be open. Pit window may be closing for some of these vehicles that didn't have issues early on, but I don't think we can catch up enough laps in a pit stop to see a difference. We did start the race in P10. We fell down to 23 or so. We came back out with a slightly damaged car, but we're back up to 18th. Green and white Cadillac somewhere in front of us is the battle for position there. Unless if they had an issue and pulled off or something else. Just a little over 20 minutes remain in the race. Pretty clean track mostly. Starting to catch a GT3 car here. We're a little wide in Parabolica. Trying to get all the speed we can on this main street. You can see a little bit of a grouping of cars up ahead. It has mostly been hypercars we're seeing. Catching up to some GT3 cars again finally. Don't think we'll be getting our laps back. That yellow Cadillac moving very slow behind us. Possibly went off track, needs to do a slowdown penalty. Couple cars behind, starting to catch. We're starting to catch some of this GT3 field here. Looks like a blue Mercedes just in front of us. Cars behind battling quite a bit. Hopefully we stay out of the way of that. Let's see, we simply don't even have the straight line speed. These cars closed on us really quickly. Looks like that's 6th and 7th, possibly. Somebody up ahead locking it up pretty hard. See a lot of smoke. Turn 1 is a tough one. That chicane's tough to deal with. Looks like that isn't a Mercedes, but a Porsche in front of us. We're gonna catch and pass them here in the chicane. See somebody missed the chicane there. It's gonna take a slowdown penalty. Hopefully they stayed out of the way. Getting around this GT3 field. You can see some of the other cars are catching us. Oh, GT3 car going wide in the gravel there. Maybe there's contact. I'm going to try and stay out of the way, but we do not have the pace to not slow this BMW up. That's all over our tail here. They're battling for position in the yellow Cadillac behind them. Trying to stay out of the way of this. We want to get back to the racing line. We don't need to stay on the inside to help the Cadillac out. We're gonna go wide and stay out of the way. One of the yellow Cadillacs behind is pitting. We are most likely gonna have to consider the same thing soon. We'll almost certainly need fuel before the end of the race. Currently in 18th. Still no warning on the fuel on the steering yet. Okay so far. Couple of yellow Cadillacs catching us quickly here. I'm going to stay to the inside and out of the way of that battle. Looks like that's 4th and 5th maybe. It all depends who's taking pit stops or not. Somebody was definitely pitting late. Getting down to just 15 minutes remaining in the race. We're currently in 18th. Looks like we're not going to take that early pit stop. Still dealing with the damage from lap 1. This one was our fault. And we couldn't control the car enough to keep it away from others. So we accidentally ruined a BMW race, it looks like. Pretty sure they didn't come back. Didn't see him in pit lane anyways. This Porsche is 3rd in their class. We're looking to get around here. We're gonna hang out behind them and not break anything. I was behind the driver. We're going 3 wide. Knows we slowed them down a little bit, but we didn't have much of a choice. Cars in front of us are battling hard, didn't give us a lot of room. Trying to catch this black Ferrari. Here we are, coming into the pits, finally taking our pit stop. Gonna top off on fuel. Take a few repairs, we'll most likely get new tires. A BMW in the pits. And for the repairs now. Looks like we're getting new tires on now. We're gonna wait a little bit for some more repairs. You can see we're ready to go. We're fueled up, new tires, but we want those repairs now. That BMW may have been for position, but most likely not. Alright, looks like we're satisfied with how many repairs we got. A little over 12 minutes remain in the race. Looks like the leader's coming by again. We are exiting, and it says 18th position still. We do have 4 fresh tires. We'll be looking to heat those up. I think we did take on extra repairs, so hopefully we can start to get up to a real race pace. Oh, starting to lose control there. We did hang on to it. A little out in the gravel maybe. Becomes second place again. We're still trying to get our tires up to temp. We may still be dealing with a little bit of damage. We did try and get some of that repaired in that last pit stop. Trying not to make too dramatic of a move, but get back to the racing line. Looks like they might be doing a braking there. Earlier on, it was really slow in Parabolica. And I thought that I was losing most of my time here in the chicane. But it actually was mostly Parabolica. I'm still in 18th in our class. Looks like this yellow Cadillac is in 15th currently. These other cars behind are most likely further up the field. It looks like 4th, possibly 5th right here. Yep, 4th and 5th just went by. Still maybe dealing with a little bit of damage and some cold tires. Most of these cars are not battling for position. We may have lost too much time to the white and green Cadillac that we were battling for position a little bit, but we should have stopped into the pits earlier to get those repairs done. Probably could have been a little closer to them, but not anymore. We're gonna need them to make a big mistake. Or somebody else up front to make a big mistake. Ooh, I think he's gonna lock it up and lose some time due to a slowdown penalty. They did end up in front of us. That won't last long. They'll need to do their slowdown penalty somewhere up here. And if not, they'll have it drive through. Oh no! Lost control of the car, went off track, regained it fairly quickly. Didn't lose too much time or damage anything, thankfully. Those big curbs were right there too, it could have been pretty bad. It'll make you lose control quickly and go right in the wall. Still working on our pit strategy. It could have been better this time. Looks like we have pace to actually catch and pass these GT3 cars better now. That one looks like it might be moving a little slow. Hard to tell. Still in 18th position. Several laps behind. Looks like we're just getting our tires up to temp. Dealing with traffic, we're not running the best lap times currently. Not a lot of time remains in the race. This is an hour-long race. We went several laps behind due to an early incident of our own volition. About 6 minutes remain now. Doesn't look like there's very many cars in front of us. Pretty clean track. See if we can't run some better lap times. Possibly in the 130s, hopefully. It's just wrestling with the car just a little bit. Maybe repairs weren't completed. 144. Could be better, it could be worse. About 5 minutes remain now. Currently in 18th. I had fallen to somewhere around 23rd after the accident. So we've come back out and gained 5 spots back. Even though we're not running the fastest pace due to the damage. We've kept it mostly clean. There's down to just a couple. We did lose control of the car a couple of times, putting some dark black marks on the track, but overall not too bad. Pretty clear track in front and behind of us now. We can start to see maybe a GT3 car ahead and yellow Cadillac slowly catching us behind. Still has a decent gap though. Maybe our lap times. No, our lap times are still sitting in those 145s. Pretty sure I want to see these in the 130 somethings. Car still has damage, I bet. Tires should be up to temp now. We did pit fairly late though. Still have plenty of fuel to the end. Possibly should have waited for more damage repair. Definitely, right off the bat, should have waited for more damage repair. I think I'm starting to learn that lesson, I hope. Just a few races ago, I thought that was the end of leaving too early. We waited for full repairs. Yellow Cadillac doesn't really have a run on us yet. Finally, they hit on the right side. We wanted to give them the racing line. We'll get off of it for that. Straight. And hopefully we can just tuck in behind. Us most likely running several seconds behind pace. That's why we're not seeing a lot of GT3 cars. We're not going a whole lot faster than them. We are faster, but not by a ton like the lead GTP cars are. Like we would be if we hadn't taken that damage. I know we can do better here. We will come back. We will take another shot at it. And I'm certain we will do better. At least eventually. Not much time remains in the race. It does depend where the leader is when the time runs out. Catching a GT3 car now. Should be able to catch and pass them on this straightaway. They're going to pull off to the side for us. I don't think they realize our car is not that much pace. Should have been easily able to catch them on that straight and pass. We will pass them here. Hopefully the yellow Cadillac goes the inside of us. Not a lot of room for anyone. They're going to stick to staying behind us and take us to the inside of Parabolica here. Which is just fine for us. We can find a racing line. Time is expiring. This is probably the last lap. Well, it's possible if we did take the extra repair, it would have put us back another lap or two. But I think since we didn't take the repairs and so much time was remaining, that we eventually lost more than that. Possibly anyways. Barring no major mistakes here, it looks like we're going to finish in 18th position. We were supposed to start in 10th. We did fall down till about 23rd. So we've recovered about 5 positions since our initial repairs. This is going to hurt our rating a little bit. We're going from a 1310, we're going to lose 38 points down to a 1272. We're going to look to come back and do a lot better next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you again.